Hello everyone, it's Tingrowth here and welcome to part 24 of Pokemon Rumble. And right from the start I just want to say this dungeon was not easy at all. We actually had to play it 3 times, so once again, I obviously can't put all 3 times in one video, so I'm going to show the Pokemon that we received. I put a little effect in here. This is just one time, it's just showing a couple, and this is the second time. So basically a lot of Machamps and some other stuff, yeah. So you can see now we're using Machamp and Rhydon. We got both of those from the dungeon. I don't know why we're just standing around here. Then to start. And this Machamp I'm using is actually pretty awesome. It has, I think it has Hidden Power Dragon and Flamethrower, and I'm going to be using it a lot in the parts to come. I just recorded a bunch today. Once again, I'm player 2 and my girlfriend's player 1, using Golem right now. Anyway, I recorded a ton of parts today and there's some really awesome stuff. So anyway, onto the dungeon. The attack Machamp using right now, or the green circular one, that is the Hidden Power Dragon. Well, obviously it's not too powerful against these fire guys, but I don't know, he's just powerful Pokemon. Well, not fire guys, rock guys. And he also has Flamethrower, which it does more damage, a little more. And it's 4-star move, so it's pretty good against anybody. And Golem is pretty strong too. I can't remember what the move is that he's using. That one's probably Rock Throw, but I don't know what the other one is. But anyway, the other cool thing about this Machamp, as opposed to the other ones, which mainly have fighting moves, is this Machamp's special ability allows him to slowly, very slowly regain health. So if you see little green numbers coming up next to Machamp, that's why. It has nothing to do with the moves I'm using. So, as you can see, this is mainly the cave dungeon, the mainly rock dungeon, probably one of my least favorite dungeons out of them all. I also seem to dislike the water dungeon, and I don't know, a lot of you seem to dislike it too. The water dungeon usually has the lowest ratings out of all the other ones. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, I don't know, I've never, the Pokemon are pretty cool in the cave dungeons, especially at these higher levels when it's not just Geodudes and Gravelers over and over and over and over again. But when the evolved forms are pretty sweet, but I don't know, I guess I'm just a little cross for the cave dungeons after sitting through so many caves in the RPG games. So we both switch out here. I switched to Dugtrio, which is pretty strong. It has Dig, which completely annihilates. So you just saw there the Pokemon in this dungeon. And actually we both switched to Dugtrio. And the Dugtrio's other attack is Night Slash, which, I mean, isn't a bad move, but not too helpful in this dungeon. It's kind of funny watching Dugtrio go up the portal thing there, because he keeps the little piece of ground along with him. Yeah, I think the main difficulty that we had with this dungeon, as you can see we both went down right there, is these stupid Machamps. And Machamp, you really have to watch out when you're fighting Machamps, because they can pretty much kill any Pokemon. Well, not any Pokemon, but a lot of different Pokemon, different types of Pokemon, in just one hit. And when there's a lot of them like that, as you can see Golem got hit pretty hard, you have to be watching each other's back if you're playing co-op, or just watching your back if you're playing single player, so that you just can't get hit by any of those moves at all. So now Golem's getting hurt, and as you can see I'm getting healed up a little bit, which is nice from my special ability. Oh, this guy ran away, so I went to go get him down there. So now we're both Machamps. The one I am using is the one I was talking about before with the Flamethrower, and the other one has, I think, just fighting moves, Vital Throw and Revenge, I believe. Revenge is okay move, but it takes a long time to charge up. Maybe it has something else. Maybe it has Seismic Toss. I'm not positive. Seismic Toss is alright, but Vital Throw is actually really good because it's a quick fighting move, 3 stars, and it does a good amount of damage when it hits. So if you can get Vital Throw on any fighting Pokemon, it's really helpful. Yeah, especially in this dungeon, fighting Pokemon are pretty useful. So yeah, there's not a lot of variety again in this dungeon. I mean, well, we're just fighting Rhydons and Machamps pretty much, and we're pretty much done with the Golems and the Dugtrios. Well, I don't know about the Golems, but I don't know. This game is fun and all, but as you can probably tell, it gets repetitive, and the different Pokemon make it exciting. Like it's fun to start over another next grade dungeon or whatever to just see what different Pokemon are in it, as opposed to the first time. I always switch out to a different Machamp because that one was getting hurt. But so yeah, each grade is fun to see the different Pokemon, but the actual dungeons themselves can get a little repetitive after a while because you're going through the same areas with the same guys over and over and over again, and then it's like this where everybody's on edge because we just lost twice, and we don't want to go through it another time. It's just these Machamps are just killing us. Yeah, the S grade is tough. I mean, it's nothing. I mean, a lot of the other grades have been pretty easy. I only had to redo a dungeon once or twice, but the S grade is tough. It's just, I think it's kind of weird to say, but I think it's harder sometimes when you play co-op, and I'll explain that after the boss. So, I guess I can explain now, because you're sharing 3 lives between 2 people as opposed to 3 lives with just 1 person. And I'm not sure if there's more enemies or not, but I don't know, it just seems like it can be more difficult with 2 people. I switched to Fearow here because that U-turn attack that I used in the last boss battle is good against the bosses, because the boss's attacks can't go any farther than the U-turn swings back. So anyway, here's the boss. And it is the freeze Pokemon Articuno, which is pretty awesome. Articuno, I think, is my favorite of the legendary birds. Anyway, so we employ our normal strategy here. Well, we were going to employ the normal strategy, but it didn't work out too well. Of doing the whole 1 person attack the boss, 1 person get the other ones. But actually, Machamp was probably a better choice to attack the boss. But ooh, Machamp gets really close to going down right there. And luckily, he's gaining a little bit of health back, but she switches out right away to this other Machamp, which has, I think, Seismic Toss and Low Kick. Low Kick is alright too. It just makes your character move awkwardly because he's kicking, and I think it either swings him back or swings him forward. I'm not positive. But anyway, we were both hitting him there, and his health dwindled pretty quickly, dropping a lot of coins, and not the boss, unfortunately. So that was that dungeon. Definitely not my favorite dungeon of all of them, and probably the hardest one I've had to face so far, even with the ones that I recorded today. That one seems to be the hardest one so far with all those stupid Machamps. I killed 77 Pokemon, she killed 70. And we picked up a couple Dugtrio, Machamp, some Golem, more Machamp, some Rhydons, all that. Yeah, stay tuned for next time when we keep moving through the S rank. See you next time.